Hi everyone, I'm FMGreeno, and welcome to the Greeno Tour, my FM21 European journeyman save. We're getting to the business end of the season now, and today I have got two massive games to bring you. Let's get straight into it. Before we get into the details of those two massive games we have today, let's have a quick look at the league table. So you can see we're sat here in 4th currently, a little bit off the pace of Atalanta in 3rd, 7 points behind. We've got 4 games left to play of the season. We do have a game in hand over them, but I think it's going to be a really big ask to try and overhaul them. Inter Milan, just a point behind us on the same amount of games, and then a little bit of a gap down to Lazio. So it looks like we're going to finish above our City rival, so that's one thing. But top 4 is Champions League. It looks like that's going to be between us and Inter, which is what makes today's game very, very important, because our first game is against Inter Milan away. So we don't want to come away from there with a defeat. Now, I don't know if you remember in the last episode, which is when we played Napoli, I did mention I'd come back for the Burnley game in the Europa Conference League, but we were 3-0 up after the first leg. So I thought, there's not much point in showing that. I might as well just play through it and we'll deal with the semi-final. And that's going to be the second game I got for you today. We drew Slavia Prague in the semi-final. So we have the second leg of that coming up today for you. You can see here, we lost the first game, 1-0. A game we absolutely dominated. 20 shots, 11 on target, could not score a goal. So yeah, some work to be done there in the second leg. Hopefully we don't concede any away goals, because obviously that's going to make our job a lot harder. First up, like I say, Inter Milan. Let's go see how we're set up for that game. We do have a couple of injury and suspension problems today. Matteo Cipolla, one of our young players, who's actually been getting quite a bit of game time, is out injured at the moment. He's out for about another 3 weeks. Pellegrini, the Roma legend that we brought back in, has got blisters, bless him. So he's unavailable for today. And Koulibaly is suspended. So that's 3 good midfield options we're missing today. Fortunately, we do have just about enough strength and depth to cover that. So Cristante comes in and is going to play that defensive midfield role. Onyeka has had to play a few games recently, and in fairness to him, has done pretty well. And Andre Anderson will play in that Mazzala role. Myron BOADU-DU starts up front today. He's been out injured for a little while himself. Markey has obviously been deputising pretty well for him. But BOADU-DU is fit enough and he comes back into the side today. Our first choice back 4, basically. First choice goalkeeper. So overall, not a bad lineup. Let's head off to the San Siro. So Inter playing with a 4-2-3-1. Matching up against our 4-3-3. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I've gone back to a balanced mentality today. I normally play with a positive one. But I just think in this game I want to just shore things up a little bit, to be honest with you. I think it's more important for us to avoid defeat today if we can, rather than to push too far on and go for the win. We'll see how it goes in the second half, maybe. I mean, it seems like we're having the better of this game. Inter yet to register a shot coming up to the 20-minute mark. We got a free kick here, which Andre Anderson's going to take. Oh, good effort. Just fizzes wide of the post, though. I think coming up into the next game, that's going to be a very, very important one for us too. Slavia Prague. I really don't know how we lost that game. We absolutely battered them. But just was one of those games, you know. Inter Milan building something here, but we've managed to get in and pinch the ball. Mesquita cutting in off the flank, as he always does. Maisie run, oh, just over the bar. That was unfortunate. We've really got to make one of these chances pay, though. So we've had 10 shots, 4 on target so far. Inter yet to register a shot of any kind, but it's still 0-0. So I'm already starting to think about things that need to be improved over the summer. I have got a couple of moves lined up already. Some interesting players potentially coming in. We've reached half time. Look at this. I mean, the XG is only 0.81. So that's not great with 5 shots on target. Not quite sure what we're doing wrong here. Let's try and get some motivation into the guys here. Send them out for the second half in good spirits. You can see lots of green smiley faces down the bottom of the screen here. Let's see if we can push on now. Inter have finally registered a shot at the beginning of the second half. But here comes an opportunity for us. No, we've given the ball away. Don't foul him. Nice and easy for Maignan there. And that was a highlight, goodness me. That was a shot, was it? Didn't look like much of a shot to me. Let's see if we can build something here. Here's Onyeka to Trincao. Anderson. Kumbula. Oh, we've given the ball away again. It's a nice bit of passing, but that's offside. Oh, no, it didn't go to that guy. So, uh-oh, good block and cleared. Inter definitely coming into this in the second half, aren't they? Knocking the ball around quite nicely again, though, but we've given it away once again. Maybe we need to go a little more direct with our passing. Stop faffing about quite so much. Oh, dear. Oh, good save, Maignan. Luckily, that shot was fluffed a little bit. So Mesquita is struggling. Time to make a couple of changes, I think. So we've made 3 changes in personnel. Barenza's come on in midfield. And both the wide players have been swapped. We've got Marchi playing on one flank now. And Adelphio, one of our youngsters, playing on the other. Uh-oh, this is a proper counter-attack opportunity coming here, though. Oh, good save, Maignan. That was a nice place shot, going right into the bottom corner, but luckily he managed to get down and just flick it wide of the post. So, just 20 minutes to go. I think it's time for an encouragement shout. Come on, boys. We've got an opportunity here. Do we risk it and go a little more attacking, or do we try and settle for the point? I'm kind of minded towards the latter. Why do I open my mouth? The FM gods strike me down once again. Oh, that's a very, very poor bit of marking, and we definitely are going to have to do something now. So let's pause the game a second. We've got to go attacking, that's for sure. Now, how about in our instructions? We're hitting early crosses and low crosses. Maybe we'll take that off. Overlapping, definitely. What can we do in transition? We could definitely got to distribute quickly, that's for sure. And maybe we'll get stuck in, try and win the ball back a little more. We can't make any more changes, of course, to the lineup. We've already made those 3 substitutions. Not a lot happening here, so we're going to demand more for the last few minutes and go very attacking. Again, look how much we've dominated this game. And, oh, another counter-attack coming. Lukaku, oh my goodness. That's not what you want to see running at you, but a good save again. Oh dear. Are we going to blow our Champions League hopes here and now? Oh, what a hit that is. Nikola Vlasic. Oh, that is definitely a win for them, but there's not much you can do to stop that, is there? A great hit through a crowd of players. Well, if that's not Inter's goal of the season, I don't know what is. But that's disappointing for us. BOADU gets onto it. Sadly, unable to finish. It would have been too late anyway, I imagine. But we're coming up to the end of the game now. And it looks like we're going to drop down to 5th place. Of course, that does still give us the opportunity of Europa League football, but I really wanted a Champions League campaign here. So, we're looking to put the disappointment of that Inter result behind us straight away as we move into the second leg of our Europa Conference League semi-final. Few tired legs around, so we've had to make some changes to the side. Bradaric, our left back, is knackered, so Calabria is going to come in and play for him. Lirola is also tired, but we don't really have anyone match fit who can come in and play right back. So Armini is on the bench because he's dropped out from centre half, again because he's a bit tired. Marisic replacing him, but Armini can always come on and play right back if Lirola gets too tired later in the game. Koulibaly comes into the midfield. Obviously, he was suspended for the Inter game. So Cristante drops out for him. Barenza, even though he's throwing his toys out of the pram, comes in midfield. The front three will keep the same. They seem to be in fairly decent condition. BOADU only recommended for 75 minutes of action, but we'll see how he goes through the game. Wish us luck. We're going to need it, I think. So, there's our lineup, as discussed. Pretty big crowd here in the Olympic Stadium. So we've got a 4-2-3-1 from Slavia Prague. Two very deep sitting midfielders there. It looks like they may be coming to try and protect that 1-goal lead. Hopefully, they won't be able to. We'll see. Pollard taking the goal kick for them. He was absolutely superb in the first game. I say we had 11 shots on target without scoring, so that was a pretty decent goalkeeping performance, it has to be said. Skeeter just fires over. Good positive start, though. So I'd really like for us to get to the final of this competition. In the other semi-final, Eintracht Frankfurt had a 1-goal lead after the first leg. Here's BOADU. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! That was Karol Poborski-esque. Beautiful chip over the goalkeeper. A good long ball, or long pass I'm going to call that. But look at how well he judged that. And the keeper wasn't that far out, was he? Okay, so that levels the tie back up. Just the start I was hoping for. So yeah, so if we can get to the final of this competition, that will keep the board happy. That was their aim, for us to reach the final. Obviously, I'll only be happy if we go on and win the damn thing, but we'll see. Trincao here with a free kick, hits it into the wall. Picks up the loose ball, though. Oh, what a hit! He should have done that the first time, maybe. But he finished that very, very powerfully. You'll see it really well from this angle, I'm sure. Trincao just absolutely leathers it. And no chance for the keeper there. So, that puts us up in the tie. 10 minutes to go until half-time. I don't see the need to change anything at this point. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. Obviously, we're having the better of the game as things stand. What have we got shoot on sight on? Maybe that's why we've only got 3 shots on target. Okay, so into the dressing room. I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone, so I'm going to tell them exactly that. Happy with your performance, keep it going. Inspired and motivated everyone. Another legendary Greeno team talk at half-time. Let's hope for more in the second half. There's a good ball. There's BOADU again. Can he finish this time again? Oh, he tried the chip once again. And didn't quite get it right this time. But yeah, I'm going to go and change some of those tired legs now. I'll be back in a moment. Once again, all 3 substitutions made in one go. We swapped the 2 wide players once again, although I don't think they've actually gone off yet because Mosquito is still here on the ball. Finds BOADU, and he's finished this time 3-0. Excellent. That is good news. So even if we do happen to ship one at the back in the last 20 minutes or so, that still gives us the advantage in the tie. Nice finish that from BOADU. Not showing any signs of being too tired out as yet, even though he's only recommended 75 minutes of action. So like I was saying, we swapped both the wide players. A couple of our youngsters coming on, Condemi and Adelphio. And Andre Anderson has come on in midfield for Onyeka. I'm pretty pleased that we've actually turned our dominance into goals this time round, unlike how we played in Prague. Is there a chance for another one? Marisic to Calabria. to Andre Anderson. Knocking the ball around quite nicely here. Just looking and probing for that opportunity. There's BOADU. Not the greatest shot. But he's looked lively today, hasn't he? Plenty of chances. And the highlight continues. Here's Condemi. Is he going to have a go himself? Oh, I'm not sure whether that was a cross or a shot. I don't think he knows either, to be honest. He was a little bit like a rabbit caught in the headlights there at the last minute, wasn't he? But we're into stoppage time now. We're 3-0 up. And there we go. We have made it to the Europa Conference League final. So what do the results of today's matches mean? Well, that Inter defeat pushed us down to 5th in the table. We're 2 points behind them now with 3 games to go. So yeah, a bit of a chase on to try and grab a Champions League place. Interestingly enough, Rio Ave, I never know how to pronounce that, if it's Ave or Ave or Ave or whatever. But anyway, that's who we're playing in the Europa Conference League final. They were 1-0 down after the first leg against Eintracht Frankfurt, but won 4-0 in the second leg. So they're clearly no mugs. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one for sure. So if we take a look at the schedule, you'll see here we have just a few matches left. 3 league games. Fiorentina, who are in 13th. We play them at home next. Then we have Brescia, who are rock bottom of the table and already relegated. So we'll be looking for a win there for sure. And then Chievo at home to finish the season. So what I think we'll do, we'll come back for a double header. We'll play that Chievo game. And then we'll get into the Europa Conference League final. I think that's being played in Austria by the looks of it. The Ernst Happel Stadion. Marvellous stuff. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Bit of a mixed bag in terms of results, but still plenty to play for this season, isn't there? If you did enjoy it, please drop a like on there for me and help me get seen by more people. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. Don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, press that button and come and hop on the Greenobus. There is plenty of room for you all. Just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for the end of season action here with Roma. Bye for now.